She-Hulk episode 5, okay, she tries to get her name back in the courtroom, squandering the opportunity to have Daredevil as her attorney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then Daredevil's mask is produced, and boom, we're done. I'll see you guys later.
Pretty much it. The show was literally a cavalcade of pop culture nonsense. I don't care for the show. I can't
stand... in its entirety.
I can't stand Kardashians. I'm not a fan of that whole excess pop culture realm.
Were the Kardashians in this?
No, but they might as well be. They really do.
It's just She-Hulk, the Kardashians.
That's it. Primarily, I feel like that's what Titania is to the superhero world. She's the Kardashian of superheroes. So she's famous because she's got superpowers, but I don't know.
Okay, now I know that Titania is in the comics. They have some back and forth and stuff like that. But like, why are we treating She-Hulk like a B character when if you want her to be one of these main characters, don't treat her like a B character and don't put her against B villains. This is...
And I mean, realistically, it seems like that's what the show is building up to, is some square off between Titania and She-Hulk. I can't feel it being that interesting. She knocked her out in the courtroom already once in a punch.
Yeah. They're going to do it again in dresses later?
Like, what are they going to... I don't understand what they're doing with this show.
I don't know. You had her, for the majority of this show, or this episode, trying to get her name back.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, her friend and co-worker go and get her clothes.
And let's be honest, the two of them were the best part of this whole episode.
They really were. I could have watched... I think I could watch a show of those two in some sort of
sitcom-y little setting.
Buddy office comedy.
Yeah.
And just take She-Hulk out.
They stole the show, you know?
You could.
Them and a glimpse of Daredevil's helmet stole the entire show.
That's fair.
Okay? This episode wasn't even good enough to have a post-credit scene.
No. They were like, let's just scratch that. We don't need the extra couple minutes.
Like, this is just getting bad.
Yeah. With this one, here's the easy question. I feel like my answer is going to be yes. This episode was better than the previous episode, but
was it?
The extent, yes.
Like by how much?
Like this much.
Like a smidge.
Yeah. It was a little better than the last.
I don't think anything happened.
I don't like this show, and I wanted to like it. I wanted to like it.
I was excited about this show.
I was trying.
What have they done?
Nothing. Nothing has happened.
In like 3 episodes, like nothing has happened.
No, you got a promising start where it was like, this is okay. We could watch this maybe. And then by episode 3, you're like, I don't want to watch this anymore, but I'm gonna because
I'm at the point where I'm watching it to do this show, and that's almost it.
That's legitimately the only reason I'm watching.
Maybe I want to see Matt Murdock.
And you know what scares me, though?
See how it ties into the other stuff? I don't know.
Is I do want to see Matt Murdock, but at this point, I don't know if I want to see him in this show.
Like, maybe you'd like to see his introduction to the MCU has already been made, right? He doesn't need this. No. People are excited to see him in the MCU.
Yeah.
Right? The suit changes. I'm a little excited to see that, you know?
Okay.
Will they keep it? I doubt it. I doubt they're even going to keep that style, because no, they're not going to, because the Daredevil show that's coming out already shows him in the red suit. So they're not even going to keep that. It's it's clickbait.
I can't.
This show is all about clickbait, throwing in Wong, throwing in this character, throwing in that character, all for clickbait.
And we were trying to figure out who the writer of this show was, and
she's an up and comer.
Maybe I don't know.
Apparently,
I wouldn't hire her at this point.
It's not going well.
Or maybe I would hire her for our show.
Well, I don't know.
Anybody could write this.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think we don't do any writing, and I feel like we're doing a better job. So, you know,
she has no backup credentials really, from what we looked up. And I don't see how you can put writing for She-Hulk on your resume and be proud of it.
I don't know. I don't have much to say about this. It's absolute bananas how bad this show is getting.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that this was not. This has not been a filler episode. This has been a filler season. To what though?
I don't even know.
Like if that last episode, I think there's six, eight.
I think there's
maybe eight. They better do something.
So we're at 5. We got 3 to go.
They better do something. Here's the thing: is if in the whole season the best parts of it have been the supporting characters,
Yeah, cameo and supporting
like
characters.
to this day, I still enjoy the bathroom girls from the one show.
Yeah.
More than I do the main characters.
Yep. And Madeline.
And like in this episode, definitely the two co-workers steal the show. Okay.
Yeah.
The most excited I got during this entire show is when they were talking about the freaking Iron Man shoes.
Yeah. I thought that the Avengers.
Yeah, that too. Like
Great.
the things that shouldn't stand out and overtake the excitement of the show, like those are some small aspects.
Yeah.
And the Avengers and the Avengers.
Yeah.
Do I want an Avengers shirt?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Right? But if that's what I'm excited about,
that's a problem.
they're not doing a good job with this show, okay? No. Me being a big comic book fan and stuff like that, I was so excited about this show. The Iron Man shoes have been mentioned twice in this, and I'm excited about both times.
I want to wear some Iron Man shoes.
Okay, so the second thing I get excited about is the post-credit scenes. Not post-credit scenes, but the credits.
Yeah.
When they've got that artsy stuff going.
The
shoes.
Yeah.
Again, the shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do we see in there? We see some familiar styles. One of them, obviously, for me, being Deadpool.
Yes.
Right? Seeing those Deadpool shoes up there.
And then we had some solid X-Men shoes in there.
Yeah,
we had some Cyclops shoes. We were looking at Bishop's shoes.
Yeah.
I'm missing one, but there's one that was possibly Gambit shoes.
Yeah.
So.
So does this, even though it's part of a credit scene, does this make X-Men per se canon? I think we already consider them canon.
I think it's fair
right?
to say they're
if the shoes exist, then who are they based off of if not canon characters, right? Which does that mean Deadpool is canon? If so,
it has to be.
That's glorious.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll break the whole script,
which is great.
You know, he'll break the universe, right? But I think it'll be fantastic, even if they have him as a PG character who just pops in every once in a while and does something stupid. I'm fine with it. But just seeing that there excited me way more than anything else.
Which is a problem.
Okay.
Do you notice that we're enjoying talking about the potential characters that came from a snippet of art?
Yeah.
In an end credit instead of the show. That's a problem.
Tells you miles about the show, okay? And then near the end where she goes in and gets her, am I excited to see her in her new suits and stuff? Maybe.
Sure.
You know, I want to see her in the iconic suits.
Sure.
Right? But more importantly, I saw Daredevil's helmet.
Yeah. Which
excited me way more than anything else in this.
I didn't even get that excited when I saw Daredevil's helmet because I was
you knew
already,
Daredevil was
I already knew he was coming, and I was already so disappointed by that point in the episode that I was like, cool, it's Daredevil's helmet. Here we go.
So I'm not too sure I have much more to say about this other than do better, I guess.
That's fair. Do better.
This show, we could have summed this episode up in much less time by just saying it's not good.
But then we wouldn't have got to talk about sneakers, and that was the best.
We did get to talk about sneakers.
Yeah.
Right, which is really the highlight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let us know what you thought. Are you crazy? And you think this is good?
I know people.
I don't know. We're looking at you.
Yeah.
Right there. We're looking at you. It's not good. You? Do we need to give this a rating?
I'm not putting it up. Where was I? 4.5? 4? Was I at 4 bananas? I don't know. You know what I'm giving it? You're giving it 0 bananas? That's where you're at?
This was my least favorite episode. I don't think
This
anything...
was your least favorite? See, we could argue about that because I think third episode was my least favorite.
At least the last episode was somewhat offensive.
Yeah.
This one didn't have anything.
No. It had a little more than episode 3.
There was nothing.
Had a little more than episode 3.
There was nothing.
Episode 3 had less than.
You know what? We could reenact this show right here. I'm trying to get my name back.
You can't have it. It's mine. Beauty.
I can prove it.
Prove it.
Went on some dates.
Case closed.
Boom. Here's some shoes and a helmet.
Done.
Take care, guys.
Like, subscribe. Love you. Peace. Fucking She-Hulk.
She-hack.